everyone, welcome to this week's Trippin' with Silver Daddy. I'm out in Boones County, Kentucky. And that beautiful old building behind me, that's the Densmore homestead. And the Densmores, James and Martha, they moved here in 1839 and brought their 3 daughters with them to raise them here in Kentucky. Talk a little bit more about the farm in a minute. I want to talk about this beautiful house. This house is a fine example of what we would call Greek Revival architecture. It has some Federalist influence in it too. So what makes it what we would call Greek Revival is a few things. 1, rectangle windows. 2, a gable roof or a low hip roof. 3, we got the columns here. And the columns are supporting a portico. That kind of makes it. Plus, it's white. The white represents old Greek marble. So those are many of the things that really represent why it's considered Greek Revival. Now, the Federalist part of it is all the windows are equally spaced in the house. This was built between 1839 and 1842. And it probably cost a lot of money even way back then. It's quite a large building. Not only do you have the house, but over here, you have that little white thing, that's the garage. And if you look way over there, that looks like a log cabin building. Right about there, that's a smokehouse. So, for 3 children, this is one big farmhouse. Speaking of big farmhouse, it sat on 700 acres of land. Now, when the parents wanted to move up here, they wanted to have what they considered a diversity farm. They didn't want to just do one thing. So they had multiple types of grains they grew here. And then they also had grapes. And they had orchards, apple orchards, and fruit orchards here. But they also had sheep. And they were also into willow baskets. And they had a lot of German immigrants that came into the area by the ways of Cincinnati, Ohio. And these immigrants and the enslaved labor, slaves, they would also make these willow baskets. All this produce was being produced and sold into the Cincinnati market. At this time, there was all the growth coming into the Midwest, into the Ohio Valley. So this is a really cool place. Now, after the parents died, their one daughter, Julia, she took over this place and ran it for over 50 years as a farm. So this is very historical, and it really shows how farming was done back in the day in the early 1800s. Beautiful place. Now, they're open in the spring and summertime, which is not now, and they do tours, educational type things. There's a museum here. A lot of the things in the house are original to the Densmore family. Hey, I just stumbled onto this beautiful property. You know me, I'm just tripping and driving around looking for interesting things. And I saw this beautiful place. Hey, as always, please subscribe. I need to get a lot more people. I want to be over 1,000. So help me out. Subscribe. And as always, remember, love, peace, and respect. Hey, you're watching or listening to me, Trippin' with Silver Daddy. Bye. Have a good one.